Psycho Squad Gaming Club role-playing episode. This features mature adults using mature language. If that bothers you, stop listening now. Enjoy our game and remember, alter reality on a regular basis. Greetings, gamers! Psycho Squad Gaming Club is coming right back at you again for another role-playing episode. Today we're going to kick off our Star Wars group, the one that we did the characters for, which I'm still in the process of editing. So hopefully it will be up before this episode goes up. See what happens. So today we're starting our Star Wars group. I think just to remind everyone who we are playing and stuff, how about if we just go around, we'll have each character introduce yourself, introduce your character, their class, and just whatever quick background information that you want to throw in there that we didn't have on the character generation episode, because there was a lot of stuff that was added afterwards, fine-tuning and extra background stuff, things like that. So I guess if you don't mind, I'll go ahead and just do mine first so we can set that bar nice and low. My name is Keith. I'll be your game master today. I'm going to be playing my Wookie soldier. He goes by the name of Krasscheck, and he is a soldier. As I said that already, what the hell? He's 1.9 meters tall, 160 kilograms. Not that big of a Wookie. I'm more of a dex-based Wookie. He is short-haired type Wookie with a long muzzle. I didn't roll any sort of attitude kind of stuff, but I play him different than other Wookiees. So one quirk that my Wookie has is that he likes to have a large cigar in his muzzle pretty much like all the time, either lit or unlit. Doesn't matter. It's just an asphyxiation. He likes to have a cigar with him. And, we already did background stuff. He also likes to pass wind a lot, so that's fantastic. That'd be great. So that's my character. Lance, why don't we go ahead and start with you? Why don't you do your turn, please?
Daryl Typho, a tall figure in an exquisitely well-made outfit, piercing blue eyes, and a condescending cold smile. 185 centimeters tall, 80 kilograms, fairly young, first time getting out in the world with the, funds his family lent him to take out the freighter. And I'm going to work on it, but I'm trying to speak with a southern drawl.
That's going to be interesting. Damn background tables did it once again, didn't they?
Yep.
All right. Is that it, sir?
That's all I'm sharing right now.
All right, on, man. Thank you. Nick, if you're ready, go ahead and do it, buddy.
All right, so I'm playing Udan. He is a Neti from Riot. And if no one knows what a Neti is, it is a tree sentient race that is force sensitive. He is currently on an adventure. He has been in several places. He is currently 237 years old. Their race does go up to the thousands, like an elf. I am 2.3 meters tall originally, and I can metamorph to up to 9.5 meters tall if I decide to within a full round. I have been using Force Sensitive ever since I got to an outpost on Ryuk, where I was starting to learn just who I was. From there, I met a couple people along the way who became my contacts. I've learned to keep trophies from anything I've hunted. That was one of my backgrounds, Glory Trophy Hunter. On one of my adventures, I met some pirates who wanted to take revenge on me. And from there, I went to a Jedi temple to see what was going on. I found a note in an inn saying that they needed a crew, and I am currently with the crew I am now, based upon that.
And what's your class again?
I am a Force Adept. I am not full Jedi.
Right.
I don't follow the Jedi. I am currently just someone who came across the Force powers. I do have the Force within me. In fact, my race is Force sensitive, so most of us do become Adepts or have some type of knowledge of the Force. It's like a naturalist in us.
Cool.
Yeah, we don't really follow any of the protocols or anything of Jedi, whether it be Kit or Luke, in that matter.
Right. Gotcha. Did you set up your Force Adept to where they call it the Force, as in like the, stereotypical Force, or is it some other like religious powers, or do you call it something different? Or do you...
So what I am saying for my character is that it was a natural sensation within his being.
Right.
He just thought it was normal. Probably in my first case of moving an object or telling something to do, or whatever the case may have been, someone told me that I had the Force. And that was probably why I sought to go to a Jedi temple to ask what that was. And that kind of led me to where I am now.
Okay, so the answer to my question is you know it as the Force. You're
right.
Yeah, okay.
I do now.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm just saying, because Force Adepts, you can set them up to where they're called, you can say it's your chi or it's your natural affinity, or, like you said. But like you said, you put in your background that you actually went to a Jedi temple and they said, no, you got the Force. So he's like, right on. Well, at least I know what it's called now. So.
Right.
Excellent. Is that all? Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll jump over to Brandon. Brandon, why don't you tell us about your character?
Hello, my name is Elis Alarin. I have a very monotonous voice, but that does not mean I won't crack a joke. I am about 1.8 meters tall and 215 pounds, a very heavy Givin. Unfortunately, my fondness for sweets has gotten to me. I wear newer trends in clothing, and I am a tech specialist. Sadly, though, food is a weakness.
And clothes.
And clothes, yes. I think food's a little bit more on that case.
That's up to you. I didn't see on your equipment your high fashion clothes just yet that you're supposed to be wearing, but
I didn't know how much that cost.
We can cover that. It's all right.
I dropped 200 credits on mine once I figured out how much the fridge cost.
Yeah, 200 credits will be nice clothes. If you want like high fashion that gives you bonuses, you're looking at like 1,000 and up per outfit. But if you want high fashion that doesn't give you a bonus, 400-ish in that range per outfit will be some very nice clothes. Just so you guys know.
Mm.
Sorry for the interruption there, Brandon. Go ahead.
Aside from the fact that just Givin are a quote-unquote bony species just because they have an exoskeleton and they can survive the vacuum of space for about a day. Although, he's an exception just because he's a little overweight.
Little? Man. Yeah,
so does that mean you can survive there longer or less? I'm curious.
Don't know. Don't really want to find out.
It is hard. Even though he can survive the vacuum of space, it's hard to chow down on a Subway sandwich in space, though. I mean...
Listen, last time I tried to eat something in hyperdrive, I lost my food.
Oh, man. That was my last peanut butter cup. That's bullshit.
Pretty much.
Well, in space, either it's frozen solid or it's flash cooked, depending on what the angle of the sun.
Even
It takes time for that to happen.
Yeah, it's not quite instantaneous. The general saying is, it's never Miller time in space. So that's pretty cool. Are you done? You got more to add, sir?
That's pretty much it.
All right, cool. Let's jump over to Monte. Why don't you tell us about your character, please, sir?
All right. My little girl's name is Killiandra, or Nick Billy Cathar, a female race of a feline descent, 5.5 feet tall, 189 pounds, relatively brownish fur in some areas. He's just become a decent adult at the age of 19. As it turned out, her parents were diplomats. Father was a scoundrel that into mother's life, mother's being a diplomat. She herself is mostly a daddy's girl, following in the path of dad's footsteps, scoundrel, even though mom wants her to be a diplomat. But the problem is, mom has some secret. Mom originally had her heart broke by a human, was a scoundrel, and in essence, her daughter got part of the traits that they love the bad boys. Dad still's trying to help her to, basically get herself under control. Courtesy of hanging around pilots and in bars and so forth, get away with it. She has an ego problem. She likes playing jokes and pranks on people, and she feels she's the best at what she does. But she is actually on the road to become a diplomat with regards to being trustworthy, and she an information gatherer. Enjoys a number of things that mother wouldn't like her not to do. She has a thing for a human force adept by the name of Xandar, is an outlaw, which looks down upon this, but dad figures her mom doesn't know won't hurt. That's is just she is given dad's blessings, get out, taste life, learn what you go from there. I'll be added to out of the ship, and it's like, well, it's carrying stuff like that, so why not start at the basics and go from there? That's her. She's life is being romanticized. Pilots, exciting space battles, that sort of thing. Good versus bad, lots of money to be made, lots of money, those kind of things.
Cool. I think we got about 80% of that with your mic cutting out, unfortunately. Oh, God, we got to work on that one, dude.
Hate this damn mic.
Sorry, man. We'll work on it. So just in case it didn't come out, your character is a scoundrel class, right?
Yep, she is indeed. Following in Dad's footsteps.
All right. Excellent. Thomas may jump on later with his character. If he does, we'll introduce him. But in the meantime, we've got the main people here. All right. Let's get this started. As far as the timeline goes, where we're starting, we're going to be starting off in the new Jedi Order Era, the series of books. And basically, this is just after the events of the book for Vector Prime. Your characters do not know about the Yuuzhan Vong just yet. The war has not started with them just yet. That's more player knowledge than character knowledge. So no one in character can talk about the Yuuzhan Vong and all that stuff. Just it's still in the background. Okay? So just to give you guys the notes. So it'll be about 21 years after Return of the Jedi, following the books for Vector Prime and everything that came after that is that Jedi are being trained again. Luke Skywalker has started up his own version of training Jedis, the Jedi Academy. And now at this time, there's actually the Jedi Academy, or I'm sorry, not the Jedi Academy. The Jedi group has kind of broken off into two different factions. One is like a traditionalist type faction, those who believe in traditional Jedi values, such as Luke Skywalker's. And then there's another faction that was really kind of based off of, I believe it's Kip Duran and like Ranner Geisod and stuff and people like that who are very young, and they started learning the Force, and they saw themselves as kind of like the police of the universe, so they actively seek out engagements and everything. So you have two types of factions of Jedis. Just wanted to throw that out there. It means nothing to our group, of course, but just giving everyone a timeline. And just to make sure, I think I mentioned it last game, but I just want to make sure that we're all on the same timeline. The last 3 Disney movies do not exist in my Star Wars realm at all. Don't even reference to them. None of the technology works. None of the bullcrap Force abilities that they have works. I am a traditionalist Star Wars guy, so everything canon from 6 episodes and all the books very much alive in my system. There you go. That's my rant. I'm done. Hopefully everyone is okay with that. Last time we actually got the characters together and stuff, but we still got some more background stuff that we need to do. We bought some stuff for the ship, so our ship is a little bit better. People got some bonus credits for completing backgrounds. I appreciate you guys for doing all those backgrounds, and hopefully you enjoyed the little extra goodies that you got. But Daryl, let's start with you, shall we?
All right.
So, Daro, you have a loan out on your ship for 65,000 credits. You borrowed this money from a hut named Matasaki. Prides himself of being kind of like a human variant of an oriental type hut. Okay, so that's who.
All right.
Yeah, so that's who you borrowed your money from. You know him. Of course, he's a friend of your family through the Angelic clan. Is that how it's said? I think it's Angelic.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the syndicate that your family is involved with. So this hut works directly for that syndicate. He's not a family member, but he is a hut within them. And he's just, he was just all like, oh, so you want a ship? I got a ship. Or actually he said, I got money if you want a ship. So he loaned you the money. So it's up to you on paying him back. That's it. It's that simple.
Right.
Cool. Now, where we're going to start at is on the planet Daivu, which is a small planet inside of hut space. I'm sorry?
Dayu.
Oh, Dayu. Oh, that's a Y, not a V. Good job, Keith. Dayu. You're right. I'm sorry. Can't even say the damn name of your own planet right. So we're all going to start on this planet Dayu. It's up to you guys. We've already done how characters have been getting to the ship and stuff, but everyone who is playing, your character ended up in hut space on Dayu, and you answered the call to join this kid's, I guess you're looking for a crew. So we all got together. How you got to hut space, I don't care. I mean, you can just leave it up to you guys. But that's currently where we're going to be at. We're going to be in a space dock in a very large city. I didn't give the city name. We can if you guys want to, but it's some spaceport on Dayu, and that's where you guys currently are at. All right.
Hey.
Now that's all done, we've got equipment on the ship. Everyone's bought their own equipment. We have droids that are on the ship. We have 2 droids that Daro you bought. One is an NR5 series droid, and the other is a MSE 6 series droid, the mouse droid. So we took care of the other extra skills for those guys. You have not assigned a name designation for those, so I'm assuming with earlier talks we just got them, right? They just got dropped off. Is that how you want to do it?
Yes.
Okay, ta-da! The guy showed up with his delivery truck, and he walks up to you and undoes this crate, hands you the remotes, and says, "Here's your 2 droids." Bah, and then leaves.
Open up the crates and bring the droids on out.
Yeah, the only crate that's kind of big is the one for the NR5. That one's on treads, and he's kind of bulky, and he's got the 3 arms and stuff. But the mouse droid, it's basically like, I don't know, like a box that cowboy boots would come in. They're not that big, so.
Oh, I want to hook into the mouse droid first and give it some special programming. It needs to know to go into whatever room the Wookiee just left and clean.
Oh my gosh. Seriously, dude? You picking on me already? Damn.
It only took 5 minutes to realize he stayed.
Does that the droid diagnostic, does it give you an equipment bonus for programming?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so I'll let you roll off your profession droid programmer. You got a total bonus of a +6 plus your equipment bonus for the programmer.
Yeah, I believe it's just a +2.
Okay, so a D20 +8 is what I'm hearing.
So 15.
15 easily beats the DC. I said a DC of like 10 or 12. I mean, it wasn't that hard. Okay, so you tell it when the Wookiee walks around that...
when the Wookiee leaves, Febreze.
Damn! It does not have in its inventory the Febreze, so, it comes up with a, inventory little icon, like, I'm gonna need something inside me for that. And you're like, yes, I have to go buy some Febreze.
Yep.
So you will also notice with its standard programming for its skills, which is like computer use, listen, repair, search, it speaks binary, well, it doesn't speak. It understands binary and it understands basic, and it can only speak in binary. And then it has spot of 4 ranks. You also notice that its unspent skill points were put in profession janitor at level 4. So when it does not have something to do, it cleans like all the damn time.
Money well spent.
And then, of course, you register yourself as its owner. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Ah, cool. Alrighty. And when you set up the registration files and get it set up as your owner, it tells you in binary that it used to belong to the Church of the Immaculate Electronic Order, and that its gods would not allow another master to be in charge of its functions as head priest to that church.
So it's trying to say that it doesn't belong to anybody but the church.
Right.
Well, that's...
But it still takes, when you check it, it still takes the program and it calls you master. So you're like, this droid likes to lie. All right. Yeah, it just fed you a line of bullshit. You're just like, seriously? And then it just goes up into the ship and kind of beeps about, oh, this is a wonderful dreadnought. I can't wait to upgrade the hyperdrive systems on it to where it will match that of, some Star Destroyer. You're just like, oh, okay, all right.
All right.
I didn't know why it was marked down so much.
Oh, and also before it goes off, it'll ask for its designation. In other words, name. It's like, are you going to give it a name?
I'm not picky on that, so I don't care.
Well, I mean, you can just think of something, when it comes to you. Typically, droids do respond to some sort of name, so you know that addressing it.
L2B.
Gold bucket, egg plate.
I didn't get that, Monte. Say again.
Gold bucket.
Oh, yeah.
Egg plate.
So the other droid is a bigger unit. Again, it's the NR5. So when you start him up, same thing. You notice that its skills are the standard skills that's on for that type of droid. We'll notice that the unspent skill points have been used for the profession gambler. It's very good at gambling and performing gambling type things. Like its previous job maybe was probably a card dealing robot or something like that at a casino. There we go. That's the word I was looking for.
Hey, look this way. It came with 2 brand new sets of cards and a full rack of chips as bonus.
It's got some dice. That's why we're going to call it D6C.
D6C, right on.
Kind of sounds like Dixie.
That's hilarious, by the way. So you let those 2 droids go, and off they go up onto your ship to basically carry out their functions for the rest of their lives as your owner, basically, or as used.
Pretty much.
Good deal. D6C and L2B. All right, got it. And then from somewhere in the back of the ship, after you're done with D6C, you're going to hear a Wookie howl, and basically the Wookie howl is going to be, God damn it, what's that smell? So, well, I thought it was funnier than that, but fine, guys.
I'd be like,
hanging.
The answer is fresh air?
Well, you don't know what he's saying.
Yeah, I don't. So it's like, what?
My character doesn't breathe.
Everyone else, we're just basically meeting. Are we just moving onto the ship now? Is everyone just showing up here? Is that what's going on?
We got places to unpack stuff and go from there. We're going to have to probably get some more foodstuffs, or at least.
I think we did cover that. We got that refrigerator, and then Nick bought some standard units, and I believe, Brandon, you bought some standard units as well, right?
Yeah, so I think we have a total of 100 standard units.
Yeah, that's okay.
Here's that. She'll basically contribute 1,000 creds, get some decent food. Gotta figure out if we have means of storing it first.
We got a means of storing it.
Yeah, we do. We took care of that today, actually, before we started recording. So,
like I said, she's got 1,000 creds she put toward it. Likes to eat good, and she don't lick pig.
Well, we have standard, which is 10 credits per unit, and then there is, if you want to buy decent, you can, and decent is the equivalent of Mastercraft +1, so you get a +1 with using that food. That's 20 credits per unit. If you want to spend 1,000 credits for decent food, you absolutely can. That's 50 units of decent if that's what you want.
It'll be a good start toward what we're going to be doing. We're going to try to put them together and business this, Amy.
I believe so. Nick, are you going to be the one in charge of the food units then, or do you want me to track it?
Well, I got 100 on my character sheet already.
Okay. So you can add 50 units
Yeah,
of
I'm
the...
marking it.
So you can add 50
How many?
units of the 50 units of the decent, which is MC +1. Mastercraft
Okay.
+1.
And then 100 units of the regular, which I think you said you already have.
Yeah, I got that down.
I'm adding in another 100 units of standard food as well.
Right on. At this time, you guys are setting up this ship. Daro, you have no idea and have not been contacted by anyone, and nor have you even started searching about getting jobs, figuring out what you want to do. I mean, this was all kind of on impulse. Hey, I have a ship. I need a crew. Now the realization might be hitting you of, yeah, I should probably pay for this ship at some point, and I guess all these knuckleheads that are showing up on the ship are going to want to get paid too. This could be interesting. You know, the small stuff. You know what I mean?
Wait, they're not passengers?
Beeps! God damn it!
I think the droid likes you, Krasscheck.
Elis, I'm gonna step on it. I swear, I'm gonna step on this damn thing. It hides around the corner and waits for me to walk away.
And just like, we might need to add armor plating to him.
No kicking my droids.
If your Wookie breaks it, he buys it.
Well, I'm not gonna break it. Trust me. I don't even have enough credits, I think, to buy a Big Mac. That's why I hung out with my buddy. He has all the tools and the money and stuff like that. I'm just hanging out behind him.
Is he mad?
I'm broke. I mean broke.
I did not mean to offend him by saying he'll buy it. I mean, it's common, yes?
I think it's a common phrase.
Okay, but he seems more agitated now than a minute ago.
Crossbows is like, you're lucky he doesn't have a hose up your ass.
Yeah, I would definitely pay for a new droid if that happens. So.
Wait, he seemed happier when you said that. Does he need this?
Yeah, nodding my big old head up and down a little bit more. Huge cigar hanging out my mouth. Yeah, I'm going to definitely buy him a new robot at that point.
So he's agreeing. He wants this. I don't know about this service.
He'll do.
Let's save that as our last resort. God. Damn, we just started the session. You already broke me.
I'm trying to go through everyone's backgrounds while we're just doing this introduction, trying to get everything all set up, guys.
Also, Keith, I added a set of the high fashion, the 400 credits, and then a set of the 1,000 credits to my equipment.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. So, everyone's pretty much getting set up. Daro, you will receive a communications from Matasaki that he is coming down to visit and he wants to see the ship, which usually means that he's going to talk to you as well. You know him.
Of course.
Yeah. He's going to show up. He's a medium-sized hut. He can actually get around on his own. He's not such a bloated husk of a hut that he needs a hover thing. He believes in the whole philosophy that the huts, if you want to get something done, you got to do it yourself kind of thing. So he shows up in person. Of course, he's got his entourage of bodyguards, his security team with him that he's known to have. He'll meet you out in front of your ship. Do you speak Huttese by any chance?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good. So he'll come up and he'll look at it and he's just nodding his head and he's patting you on the back and, well, kind of like in the mid part of your back. He's not that super tall. And he's just all like, this is a good looking ship. You're going to do your family proud with this thing. I think they're young Daro.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to getting out there and seeing the world. See you in the galaxy.
Excellent. That sounds fantastic. Have you, by any chance, set up a job or done anything to look at generating income just yet?
Gonna have that totally, like, didn't even think about that far ahead look in the face. Go, I wanted to find out what the skills of my crew were gonna be like before making any plans. We just got everyone assembled today.
Yeah, you don't have the bluff skill, so you're just like, I'm not going to fake this too well. But yeah, unless you do something through diplomacy. But
I have diplomacy.
I know that, but this is more of a bluff. You're trying to hide something and tell a story, so you're just like, no. So
I'm honest with him. Nope. We're working on that now. Now that you mentioned it.
Oh, that's very good. Have you thought about? I mean, have you even had the discussion with your companions about what you would like to do? Cargo, bounty hunting, slave trading. I mean, it worked really well for your family. Your mom and dad really enjoyed it.
They seem to be very interested in bounty hunting thus far. The family business, I'll introduce them to that a little bit later.
It's baby steps. He's like, yes. Well, it just so happens that as far as bounty hunting goes, I might be able to front you some information that comes down from clan that would benefit you.
We are eager to get some more information on that. I will discuss it with my crew, but what have you got? We'll see what we can do.
Well, there is someone who's was involved in the clan, and we want to talk to them. So we'd like for someone to find this person and bring him back to the clan here alive. Dead doesn't do us any good. In fact, there's a huge penalty on death. And dead, we can't get our information that we want as well. You understand?
Of course I understand. Do you have their code?
Well, there is no official bounty code for this. This is more of, shall we say, a favor for the clan.
Of course. I just meant their identity code, so we know who we're going after.
Well, we'll send that if we decide that we want to pursue this. I will let my people know that you're interested, and I'll let you know later. In the meantime, he'll motion over for one of his security details, and this person walks forward, hands you a credit chip. He's got a credit chip in his hand, and he goes to hand it to you. Masi he'll be like, in the meantime, I want to congratulate you for your ship and being in business with me and stuff. So please, tonight, take your crew out, go grab some drinks, get some food, stuff like that, and then I can transfer over the information tomorrow. Give you a fresh start in the morning.
Domo arigato.
Yeah, he'll nod at you.
My best mater impression there.
I know this is rough for you, but man, the experience that you're getting just for role-playing is going to be awesome.
I'll discuss it with my crew, and we'll start seeing about getting them warmed up to the better ways of life.
This will be good. He kind of pats the landing strut on it and looks at it like he expects it to fall off, but he's pleasantly surprised that it doesn't. He's like, okay, make some sort of under the breath comment that you'll hear, basically saying that his cousin put a little bit too much money into fixing this. He's gonna have to look at adjusting his upfront labor costs, things like that.
It's family business. It ain't none of mine.
Right. And just like, you guys do what you want. We're fine.
All right. Well, I thank him and go into the ship and kind of hit the red alert light because I ain't done that yet.
Just beep, beep, beep. Oh, dear goodness. Okay. I will say, if you hit the red alert thing, we'll take it by a character. Krasscheck will... I'm going to say that Krasscheck is in the cockpit. He's working with the targeting computer and Well, we don't have a targeting computer. Never mind. He's just working with doing basic maintenance on the controls for the guns when you set that thing off, and Krasscheck will come storming into the center area with his blaster rifle ready position like he's doing a Call of Duty storm the room for a sweeping kind of thing, and he's just going to see you standing there. He's going to be like, oh, meeting. And then he'll just kind of lower it.
Hey, you look like you're ready for a party. Well, I got some good news for you.
I'm going to hold just a big old hairy thumbs up to you, like, yep, and just kind of, big old cigar hanging out my mouth. It's not lit, but he's just like, yep, all right.
Ellis will probably be at the workstation, like, with all his tools. You hear a loud clang as he ducks underneath one. It's like, nope. He'd probably not poke his head up for a little while until he realizes that there's no threat.
Krasscheck will yell out, hey, Elis, it's okay. He just wants to have a meeting.
Yeah, there's probably some swearing in Givin, so only Cross would understand it.
Yeah. That was an interesting combo. Didn't you just call me that the other day?
It's a different kind of weed.
Oh. Nick,
So how many credits are on that chip?
We'll get to that in a second. Nick, what do you do?
I'm probably just prepping the refrigerator unit at the point in time.
Okay.
Yeah, I just probably drop whatever I'm doing and try to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, you just get there, you're like, oh, he just wants attention, so or whatever.
Right.
However your character thinks of it.
It's all good. I'll make my way over there.
Cool. And Monte, where was your character at? What were you doing, and how do you react?
I figured she was in her area, basically stowing away her stuff and so forth. Here's the alarm. She falls back on what her father and her mother taught her together. 1, get your weapon. If it moves from a defensive position, blow its head off.
Okay.
The alarm could mean problem. There's a space fight right now at a bar, or someone's coming in to grab a diplomat. They want to grab you, shoot them in the ass.
Good day, Tater.
So you stay where you're at, or are you going into the main area, or where do you go?
She initially hunkers down. Nobody's moving. Here's movement. She raises forward. Moves. Not friendly. Shoot it.
Well, it's friendly. You're going to figure it out pretty quick that it's basically just Daro calling a meeting.
I look at that like, I want to change the color of that buzzer.
All right, Daro, you got everyone here.
Some talk about what we all want to do for business, and I got an unofficial bounty might have some information on. Want to know if anyone would like to get some more information on that, and that's what I'm going to take a look at the credit chip real quick.
All right.
What do you got on here?
Yeah, the credit chip will have, Matasaki is kind of he means well, but he's kind of a cheap bastard. So when he meant that take everyone out to dinner, apparently the 200 credits he put on there meant take everyone out to like Jack in the Box, but he means well. So
All right. Yeah.
200 credits for the 5 of us is still pretty good.
Yeah, for fast food.
All right, I'm going to have to figure out the scale on what a credit is worth here.
Well, yeah, it's 1 or 2 credits is basically a watered down beer. Your average meal around 10, 15 credits. If you're, I don't know what you were talking about, a restaurant, a nice restaurant or whatnot be 30 or 40 credits per person.
So 200 should be good.
All right, so maybe you're surprised by how much it covers. You're like, oh, well, usually he's a cheapskate. Okay.
I was just trying to get the scale because, what is it, a blaster is about 500 credits, so...
Right.
And 50 for a good one.
Krasscheck is going to... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
So, a sponsor would like to take us out to a little bit of dinner. It ain't much because we're all still new. We haven't proven ourselves and shown what valuable assets we could be. So, you guys got a place you'd like to go? Mid-range budget, but we can work something.
Krasscheck will raise his right hand up in the air, and he's gonna growl out, "What exactly does? How did he?" And he's gonna look over at Elis. How did exactly did he put it? Not sanctioned bounty hunting, or what was the term that he used again?
He's not still going on about that pot, is he? Because it's kind of gross.
Something about what type of bounty hunting is this?
Yeah, that'll work.
Something along the lines of, what do you mean by non-sanctioned?
Do you got guild credentials?
Yeah, he's just gonna scowl at you like, what?
I think I understand that one.
Are you registered officially with the Guild of Bounty Hunters?
No, I am just a tech.
Then I think we should understand what we mean by not official.
Yeah, okay, so Krasscheck is still looking at Elis, and he's all like, okay, I get it, sure. And then I'm just gonna hold up a thumbs up. You go, big guy. Language barriers. Anything for anyone else? We're good?
Or just say, I'm not much for fighting, but I can fix any damage they cause.
Hey, Elis, ask him if that means that we should build like a holding cell, a place to house these bounties that we're going to get.
Ross is asking if we need a cage for captured bounties.
Right.
Ooh, we're gonna put a cage in. I thought you guys would be a little offended with that. I got no problem with a cage or two.
All right, yeah, he's got the Wookiee's got this look of like, what the? He took that a little far. All right. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, Elis is kind of tilting his head like, what?
What? All right.
Cool.
Cool.
I thought we were just talking about some bounty hunting, but all right, we can get into that conversation later if you like.
I was just referring to keeping them from getting able to dismantle anything on the ship during travel.
There's sometimes cargo's got to be
viable.
All right, we had two
So we're
people.
talking manacles. We're talking basically a metal.
My Wookiee is nervously moving his cigar from one side of the mouth to the other, kind of quickly, like, not so, all right, okay, all right.
You seemed extremely eager at the thought of a cage. I meant like a holding cell.
This kid, this rich
There's a
kid,
difference. No.
he,
Right.
I think that he's a little close with the Hutts, like the guy who came up earlier. So I think he means something different when he's talking cages. I believe.
I'm getting that impression too.
This could be interesting, buddy.
Yeah, and I'm saying this all in either Wookie or Givin.
I thought you couldn't speak Wookiee, but yeah, given.
Yeah, you'd have to say it in Givin, dude.
Okay, I'll say it in Givin then.
Yeah, I took it that I understand your language, so I'm like, yeah, okay. Yeah. So unfortunately, Daro, those two are having a conversation with each other. You're just like, all right, God, I need
More alcohol.
Yeah.
More alcohol. Got it.
Oh, when you say more alcohol, I might be in mid-sentence and my Wookiee goes like, oh, yeah, we're in. Okay, yeah, all right. Yes, sir. Haven't had a drink in a couple of days. I'm good. Where are we going? Is there a brew house nearby?
Is he mad? Should I not be offering alcohol? I don't quite understand what's going to offend this guy.
The hell doesn't he understand? I like alcohol, asshole!
Now he's mad. I'm sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean
He
to
is
offend
excited
you.
for the thought of booze.
God damn it! He'll turn to the tree. You get me right? Do you understand me? Son of a bitch!
Yeah.
So the tree's like, yeah, I get you.
Does anyone else have a moral problem with some bounty hunting?
No.
Do some air quotes around that bounty hunting.
Depends on how much it's worth.
I like you, cat.
Hey, if the price is right, even I'll start hunting. I like hunting big game.
All I ask is
Between
that
you and whoever's offering the price.
Yeah, Nick, we know what kind of big game she's talking about. It's a Monte character, right?
Yep.
I don't mind assisting in any bounty hunting. Just, I am not the fighter. I'll fix anything they broke though.
Krasscheck will tell Elis, don't worry about it. You won't be going out to go do the capture. You can hang out at the ship with the Febreze goddamn droid that's about to be a pancake on wheels. But
I don't know what you're complaining about. I cannot smell it.
you can't?
I do not breathe.
How about now?
Just imagine like a green cartoon cloud.
I'm in armor too, so I'm a Wookiee that wears armor. There's going to be a heavy baseline tuba that's going to come out my rear end from underneath my armor. Trees can't smell, can they?
I'm a sentient force. I don't see why not.
Yeah, all right. I don't know if you invited me along, but when we got on the ship and I saw where you were at with all your lights and your vegetation, I was all like, I'm bunking next to him. That guy's house is awesome. So I just pulled up. I pulled up a bunk next to you, dude. I'm like, I like you.
Me?
Trees and shit. Yeah, fuck yeah. I'm all about trees.
I stand still while I sleep.
Fine, but you said you had lights and vegetation and shit like that, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm in. I'm
Looks like our home planet.
I'm freaking in, dude. That's my whole upbringing, man.
Meanwhile, my whole planet is it tries to have vegetation.
Right. Okay. So are we
I
gonna
don't know
go
what
out
the complaint
and...
is. My home planet is beautiful. There's lots of fields, lots of people picking cotton.
Oh my god. And no one said shit about my Mexican joke with the fucking droid, but that was okay. So...
I like your Mexican joke. That thing's gonna become Juan here in a minute.
Beep. See. All right. So.
We're going to serve alcohol, and his name is Juan Valdez.
No, he can't have a second name. That gives him too much of an identity. He gets first name only. He's a droid.
Okay.
Hey, he's called Roncha.
So we
don't
go...
have a droid that's racist?
Not yet. We didn't roll that. The quirks, the two quirks that he rolled up were different for his droids. So.
Come on, everyone knows R2 is high as a kite through all the movies, all right?
Big time. He smoked the electronic doobage. And C-3PO was on downers. He just... That guy was a pill popper.
I'm just sitting here imagining like they have an SD slot that they just grab SD chips and just start shoving them in. So I wonder what this program does. Oh.
So we're supposed to go out to eat because your buddy that showed up, right?
That's what he said. Yes.
Is he mad again?
No, I'm just answering for him.
I'm just saying let's get a move on. I could use a drink.
He's hungry and thirsty and more the sense of alcohol.
Yes. He needs a beer.
Let's go somewhere. Let's pick a place, and I'm probably going to kick in a few extra, another 100 credits on top of what he gave. Make sure we have an all right time.
Okay, Daniel's Pub.
Say again, Monte.
Daniel's Pub, the equivalent of such. Restaurant, bar, sports, hangout, pilots, and so forth.
Well, I don't know how long anyone else has been on this planet, but Daryl's probably the best one to know where we need to go.
We're gonna go to a Twin Peaks equivalent, you know.
All right,
Place
good enough.
Some good hot Twilight girls.
All right, are they hairy?
Doesn't matter.
It kind of does. I mean, you know.
For you, it don't.
I'm not that way. I kind of, my parents always said stay within your species, so I haven't experienced anything out my species, but my eyes...
I ain't even interested.
Look at it as a chance of experimentation.
But my eyes do kind of wander and lock in on that booty for the Cathar, our female scoundrel, because I can't, I'm like, yeah, right there.
Yeah.
She's close to my species.
I have no notion of sex or have any interest in it. So
if I make a joke about you getting wood, you take it completely the wrong way. Got it.
Probably heard it from all the soldiers that I've been with the shit that they give, and I understand the nature of two sexes, and yeah, I probably have gotten it after a long time.
Yeah.
But as far as myself, no.
So you have no interest in sex, but you've been with a lot of soldiers who like to get some wood.
I get it. I get it.
That's hot. Thank you, Lance. I appreciate that.
The way I see it is end goal, save a species. But for the interim, have fun.
All right, Twin Peaks it is. You do know the area. You're not allowed to wear open body armor, and you cannot have weapons that are extremely visible. If you pay a little extra, you're allowed to have a pistol or a knife or something on you. It's just policed by, local police that get paid by the syndicates that run the city. So
I wear a cloak. That is it.
I won't wear my armor. I don't have a pistol, so I guess I'll just, yeah, me. All right, good enough.
It's going to be my basic life action clothing.
Yeah, whatever that may be. But yeah, you rolled it, dude. You got to play it. You need those. You need those fancy clothes. Monte, how does your character dress to go out?
I spent 500 credits and she got a selection of decent clothing. I'd say if there was a rating, I'd call it good fashion.
Okay,
Oh yes, lots of cleavage.
that's why I was about to ask.
Yeah, there is that part too. If she's making enough to be able to afford the really high quality stuff Mom says a lady should wear, that's going to be on her own.
Is this a Monte Cat character with gigantic tracts of land?
It's still growing.
That
Yes.
was a yes. So half of
So
her is,
yeah,
We'll get there eventually.
half of her is spilling out, pretty much. All right,
Oh,
got
my
it. That's where I was getting to. Uh-oh, someone did a
so
post.
so when we go to Twin Peaks, Monty's character is going to get a job offer.
It might. Yeah.
Depends on how much they pay for the dance floor.
You could be our mascot.
Hey, this time
Hey,
Monty's character did not
Honey,
take like dancing or sex or any sort of skills like that. How about that? Good job. You stay out of the norm for what you normally play there, Monty. So,
You said you want a diplomat. There you go.
oh yeah, no, our characters, other than myself, all of you guys are all set up as information whore bags. Jesus, I was going through all the characters in my master file. I was all like, wow, we've got a ton of freaking skills, and everyone backs up everyone when it comes to finding shit and getting stuff. And I mean, my God, talking is going to be this group's foray. So my soldier is going to be like, fuck, I'm bored.
You're the hired muscle. What do you expect?
Yeah. All right. So go out to the it's not called Twin Peaks. It's going to be called Twin Lecus. So same thing, just with Twi'leks.
That's fine. We're good.
Cool. 10 credits per person at the door. 20 if you want to bring in weapon. They charge
I cover
20.
everyone going in. Yeah.
They charge 20, but the doorman looks at the Wookiee and goes, 20. I don't care what you say. So
Behind them under that fur.
No one's bringing any weapons as far as I'm aware. So 10 for everyone, 20 for the Wookiee.
good enough. My Wookiee, I actually wear the equivalent of like a leather vest, and I actually wear like the equivalent of leather pants. No shoes, but I do wear clothes. I am not your typical Wookiee. I'm gonna break that mold with this character.
You're also short hair, so you don't really have much to cover.
Yes, I am short-haired.
Meanwhile, my character's got somewhat form-fitting clothes with a robe over it. That's what the robe's for.
Well, at least it's not a moo-moo. All right, so yeah.
Woof. No.
And
We're gonna
Daro,
give
you're...
the some hair tonic. We're gonna create his hair to go longer. Then we're gonna braid it or dreadlock it while he's sleeping. Yeah,
That is all on you.
that's okay. I can hold him down.
All right, Tree, you and I are about to cross out of the friend zone. Cool. So, and the Tree, do you even wear clothes or?
I wear a cloak.
Okay,
Yeah.
good enough. So we don't look overly out of place going into the bar. Grab a table. Is this a place that you frequent, Daro?
Much lower than what I'm used to, but what I can currently afford.
Yeah, this is definitely on the seedier side, but so they don't know you here or anything, you know. Not the waitress going, "Oh, you again? Yeah, this chair and your usual kind of thing." So not here, right?
Not here.
Okay. All right. So grab a table. We sit down. Give them the credit chit. They have the equivalent of bar food, so we can all order whatever we want, except for the Tree. I guess there's really nothing that Udan's gonna order, or do you? How's that work?
I'll get a fresh. I'm gonna get a fresh spiritual water with lime on top. You know, and that's about it.
Okay. Alcohol doesn't suit you well, I take it.
No, not on this tree.
Gotcha. Krasscheck is going to order, like, I want, Wookiee Gamorrean sized beer. Like, this big. And the server's just all like, got it. They'll bring over the equivalent of a Wookiee sized Foster's beer.
Bring a bucket.
Well, it's going to be quite the urn, basically, so.
Yeah, Elis is going to get, like, the same cost as the Wookiee's big beer, but, like, a nicer quality, smaller beer.
My buddy will take the child-sized beer.
Tastes better than your piss water.
Not a chance. This tastes great. This is good. Yeah, you might be right. God damn.
I have quality beer on ice. That's oven cleaner.
Daryl, what about you? What are you ordering?
A strong mixed drink.
Good enough. Some good spirits. Monty, what about you?
I'm going to stay with a light wine cooler, or the equivalent of such. Besides keeping your head about her. Studying the crowd, and we have a name for our target. We have a face to go with it.
You need a buttery nipple with extra milk. That's what you need.
Damn!
That's the perfect drink for your character.
Are you asking Daro that?
Drink it.
Speaking of which, do we have a face to go with the name?
No, I want to make sure y'all into this. Weren't going to be too offended by not having bounty hunter credentials and needing to get questionable work.
You got to start somewhere.
All right.
Yeah.
I will send a message over for Matasaki to let him know where we're at, and we're interested.
All
So
right.
he wants to send a rep here or wants to meet us back at the ship when we get back.
He will contact you tomorrow morning. Or he will send you the information tomorrow morning.
Excellent.
And he says, in the meantime, have a good time. And at least 2 random intervals, there's going to be some type of male that wants to buy Monty's character. I forgot the name because I put the Killiandra.
Lily.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
Lily.
There's going to be 2 instances of some male character wanting to buy her a drink and ask her to join their table. Just because she looks the way she does and her charisma is off the freaking charts. Well, not off the charts. Sorry, wrong character. But she looks good, and it's also the way that character's presented. So, yeah.
One of the wonders, how much magic can I get out of these guys? With each table I won. I got a name and so forth. I can ply him for a few drinks and get some info.
You don't have a name.
We have a.
Oh, we don't. You didn't give us a name? Jeez. That's mildly annoying.
We
Feels
haven't.
that idea.
Well, Monty, no one has. We need to listen. We haven't officially accepted the job except for basically right now. Going out with job, it was just for the group kind of thing.
Gotcha. My mistake.
All right.
It's basically one of those. If we accept, we get a date.
We're just all here having a kind of chilling out and having a good meal and a timeout, and that's pretty much it. So that being said, we all grabbed all in the middle of eating. We eat, have some more drinks. The Wookie will ask to borrow some money from Elis to have better type of beer rather than the Gamorrean piss water that he was handed the first time. He's like, I don't think I have enough credits to order another one. Can you front me the cash? The creds?
How much does it cost?
Be about 8 credits.
Yeah, I'll slide over 8.
No, put that away. We got this.
Never mind.
I mean, I don't let beer go to waste, even if it's bad. But I was like, I think the next one I order ought to be just a little better than that. Apparently, they thought I wanted runoff from a Gamorrean's thigh. So
You do realize they're going to save money by asking if you want a size, they'll put the cheapest shit in it.
that's why it's 8 credits, Wookiee-sized beer of at least some standard quality. Give me something. This was Dos Equis. I would at least like, or like Corona or something. I'd at least like a Miller Lite or an MGD or something. I mean, give me something beer worthy. So yeah,
Like a Guinness.
yeah, something like that. Yeah, they'll bring over some dark wood wood filtered, stout, and he takes a drink of it. He's like, that's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. So now he's happy. That's good stuff. He'll point at Daro. Good job, little man. Glug, glug, glug. I'm even going to light my cigar on this one and flip. Smoke this big old cigar I've got. That is a worthy beer. So while we're all sitting here, out of the blue, just a few tables away, we're going to hear a very loud voice in basic yell out, "There she is! Get her!" And then a blaster goes off. Everyone roll initiative.
Okay. What is my initiative?
Oh my god. My Wookiee must be drunk. I rolled just horrible. Wow, that's terrible. Initiative, Krasscheck gets a 5. That's fantastic. Wow, Daro, you've got a great initiative. What'd you roll, sir?
I rolled a 2, so a 7.
Oh, you rolled the exact same that I did. Pair of 2s. We're paying attention.
Yes, I am. Right here.
Yeah. Are you getting a lap dance?
I got a 19 charisma, and we're at this kind of a bar. What do you think?
Yes.
So, yeah, are you going to throw down an extra 20 credits for a Twi'lek lap dance?
Yes.
Okay, you are having a Twi'lek lap dance. Congratulations. Udan, what did you get?
I got a 7.
Wow. Elis, what'd you get?
14.
Oh my god, our tech specialist is going to go first. This is going to be sad. Killiandra, what did you get?
Natural 20 plus 4, 24.
Shit.
You understand what that means? That means die.
Yeah, that too.
That too. Okay, at the top of this round, Killiandra, you obviously have the highest of the initiative. What is your response to what just happened?
No, when she hears it, there she is, and blast fire opens up, immediately dives under the thickest table that's either the one we're at or the one behind her, and is trying to grab a metallic serving tray, even out of somebody's hand, and then look to see where in the hell it coming from.
Okay, so as a movement action, roll me a hide check, because that's essentially what you're doing. D20 plus 7.
I had to look up, I see it. And total of 14.
Okay, so you slide underneath the table very gracefully. It just looks like you just go swoop right underneath the table and you're gone. Boobs and all, just disappears. Maybe the support pole for the table is slid between the cleavage a little, but you're hiding.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Less of a target down here.
I'm gonna throw 5 credits under the table. I just have to. Just like, all right, she's good. So, hey Tree.
I can put in a poll for you.
Yeah. Hey Tree. This is called getting wood. So,
okay.
And then as a free action, you said you just want to look around and see what's going on.
Yep.
All right. So roll me a spot check, please.
Okay. His grand total of a spot check is a dirty 20.
Oh, okay.
On the dice plus 4.
Yep. So underneath the table, you will see that 2 tables over, there is movement of people that are running away from that table where the noise and the blaster shot came from. Looks like that there are 3 occupants that were inside that table area. They're still there, from what you can tell, because they haven't done their movement just yet. But you know exactly the table. You can't see who fired the shot, but it kind of looks like from the smoke and the leftover noise and the commotion, like the blaster shot went into the floor roughly in front of the table. You pegged that immediately. Because of your senses and who you are and what you rolled. You just went, there it is. Someone shot into the floor.
Thank goodness there. A shitty shot. Look to see it. Our action, next action, we dance. We look to spot the one that fired.
Okay. So next it will come to Elis. What's your reaction?
I'm going to attempt to hide under the table.
Oh my goodness, you too. Okay.
I've already mentioned, he does not fight. He doesn't have the skills for it.
Okay, so just make a dex check. You just use your dex modifier and a d20. Because you don't have the skill, so you're using it untrained, basically.
Yeah, I'll use that d20 because it just went flying. That's fun. Okay. 10.
10, you're attempting to get underneath the table, but your girth, because you're fat and stuff, you're like,
I'm just like ducking down in that case. Like I'm just shit can't get under.
Yeah, you're flailing your legs. Killiandra under the table is going like, what the fuck you did? And so basically you just decide that the only course of action you have is you're just like,
Pretty much.
All right.
If I have to, I'll kick that chap under it by
I strangely feel the need to tip the table for it.
No, it's bolted to the floor.
Here, no. Here's an extra 5 credits to the table. I mean,
Okay. Anything else? That's just a movement action. Is there anything else that Elis is doing or that you care about? Or is it just what you stated? Please don't hit me kind of thing.
I don't have any relevant skills. Like, if there's a plate in front of me, I'll probably lift it up to cover my face. I don't have any relevant skills. The only skill that I have that's semi-relevant is search, but that's like if I'm investigating. It doesn't really work.
Yeah, so you're not trying to identify anyone. You just lay down and grab a plate and just like, not in the face, not in the face, please, whatever you do, save the face.
Pretty much.
Wow, that's awesome. Okay, so the table right next to us has got 4 chicks in it, and they kind of scream, and 2 of them bolt, and another 2 just hide, try and hide underneath the table because they're right next to the noise. Daro, your stripper, she just giving in the perfect position to do that cleavage face burn when the shot goes off, and she goes like, ah! And then she just like bolts. She's out of your lap, kicks you in the leg while she's boosting off of you and heading off somewhere else other than being this close to the blaster shot. Let's see what else goes on. People running now. Killiandra, your spot is still active at this time because it's throughout this round, and you know about the 3 people that are over there. You will see a human in normal clothes. He puts a holdout blaster into his jacket, and you see him head out in a rush with 2 other guys, 2 other humans that are kind of looking like they're definitely with him, maybe guarding him. You can definitely tell through their body language, their gait and stuff, that all 3 of the guys are together, and they start walking away from your guys' location the opposite way, and they move quickly through the crowd as they look like they're heading off towards the back of the club.
The thing of it is, she can't see what they're looking at, so for all she can assume, they're in pursuit of what they shot at, or whatever shot at them.
That's up for you to define. I'm just telling you what they do because you rolled so well. So you define what goes on with that. So other than that, there's a bunch of people running all over the place now because blasters just went off. Daro, you are up next, sir. What's your reaction?
Yeah,
I was so close.
Obvious. There people are shooting. I have to go check to make sure the stripper's okay. I'm going to follow her back.
Hey, wait, where are you going? All right.
That's your tip.
You forgot my mushroom tip. All right, so you take off after her. Not doing the whole, I take it you're not doing the whole yelling and screaming like she is, right? She's scared shitless. You've got your wits about you. You're like, okay, gotta go. You don't care about what's going on behind you. It's self-preservation mode.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, good enough. Also, where she's running, you can actually see the front doors and and stuff. So maybe that being closer to the doors might be good for you. Is that accurate?
I figure she'd be going to the back, but I will follow her. She needs protecting.
Oh, okay, all right. Run with her. Got it. That's good. I get it. No other skills needed. Udan, your turn.
I'm still trying to figure out what's going on. I hear a blaster, but since I can't see anything pretty much in this crowd, I'm going to go ahead and go 6 meters.
Well, that depends on, if you're actively looking, you get a skill roll. It's that simple.
Okay. We'll do that.
You
Let's
can't.
look. I stand up and look around.
Do you have spot? Oh, you actually have the spot skill. So go for it, dude.
All right, let's see. 23.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I have a 6 and I rolled a 17.
Yeah, hell yeah. So a 24 is basically going to be, you notice that the shot rang out. You were just lucky that you were just kind of looking around, paying attention. And then when you heard the yelling, you immediately just kind of turned your head because it was like right there at your left side, what you're looking at. And you didn't see the shot, but you saw the flash, the brilliant crimson flash come out from under the table. You saw the bolt lance out and hit the floor, and you see two guys that are kind of involved with all, through the screaming and all the shit. Not quite as much detail, obviously, as what Monte rolled. Is only because his was a natural 20. You rolled a 24. You rolled good, but not quite as much detail. And you just see movement going on over there. As far as tagging anyone and following them, you don't have quite that much perception, but you were able to be like, all right, so shots rang out, hit the floor, now everyone's running. Got it. That's what you get. You are calm with the Force, and you're just like, whatever.
It's not shooting at me. I mean, look at the Wookie. Everyone else is under the table or running after prostitutes. Dancers. Strippers.
Waitresses. Come on.
Yeah, waitresses.
Give her a job, goddammit. She earns her hourly wage.
That's her in the tip.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Strip that table.
Strip that damn thing. Okay, good enough. Next is Krasscheck. The damn Wookiee has got to be the last to know everything. I don't have Spot either, but he's definitely the type that just, he'll arch his back and he's gonna look where the blaster is. He's holding his beer. I'm gonna say he was in the drink when it happened. He's like, what? I'll roll a Spot check that's untrained. What does Spot go on? I don't have it.
Wisdom?
Is it a wisdom check?
Yes.
Oh, good. I have a wisdom bonus of 0. Wisdom was my dump stat. That's fantastic. Okay.
That's hot.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. What do I get? Holy shit, I get a 17 on the die. So he sees just enough. He knows where the blaster shot went at. He's just kind of holding the beer. Doesn't really react to let's go into violence mode or anything. Krasscheck is very observant. I have it on his character sheet. He's observant and he's patient and rational. So he's not he doesn't just fly off the cusp on what goes on. He will snap his head to the right when he sees Daro take off, and he's just all like, "See you later, dude." And he'll just, you know what? I'm gonna, as a GM role playing call, it's gonna be pretty funny that he's looking in the same direction that Udan is, and when Udan just kind of goes like, "Well, they're not shooting at me," and he takes a sip, it's like in stereo that the Wookiee goes "Geep," and does the exact same thing. So it's like both of us just kind of, he'll do that. He'll lock eyes with you, and he just kind of goes like, eh. And sets his mug down at the same time that you do it while he's looking off on the side like, all right.
Right.
Yeah, right. It's just all like, wasn't it me? I don't give a shit. That's the end of that round. Back up to the top. Monte, your turn. Anything that you want to do?
Basically, she has an idea what went on where, and they heading in that direction. To risk getting out from under the table and crawling over quickly. Table they just left, but she determined, like, where are they going? What are they doing? Is something I should follow up on or not? Is what she's trying to do. Following across the way to the next unit.
You play your character. Don't ask me what to do. You play your character. What do you want to do? What do you feel your character would do?
She's crawling over to the next nearest table to decide what to do once she can see where they went.
Okay, are you trying to do this movement like as a hidden, or do you not want people to see you, basically? Or?
No, she's just getting over there real fast and ducking behind the table. Just as fast as she can. Still got that skill.
Okay, these guys are not behind a table. It might be because they're breaking up. I'm not.
She wants to get to another table at an angle to where they went.
So you want to basically just tail these guys?
Yeah.
Without being seen by them,
if possible.
Roll your move silently. I'm just trying to understand what skills I'm going to have you roll, basically, dude. This definitely qualifies as you're trying to move silently. Not move silently in the...
Yeah, she's got a plus and a move silently. Grand total of 27.
Basically, I'm allowing you to do you're using the move silently skill, but what you're doing is just tailing the person. It's a variant of moving silently. So you just you dart out from underneath the table, move off to the side to where you can watch these guys on their movement. You you can catch up to them and get pretty close, and it doesn't really look like that they're paying attention to you at this time. It really goes off of their movement at the time. Yeah, so she's just, you just slip out and go after them. Elis, your turn.
I'm feeling that like he's between the tree and the Wookiee, or somewhere that's really hard for him to really get out and move. So he's probably just gonna, peek around his plate, and just to see if he can figure out what's going on, like a spot check or something. And it's wisdom untrained.
Yes.
That's a nat 1.
I had a mouthful of food, dude. I wasn't gonna be.
I didn't see shit. That's a nat 1.
You know this plate was made on Coruscant. You're done.
You know there's gum underneath the table.
He can't even get under the table to see it.
This is true. He's just all like, this is marvelous restaurant ware. Made in Coruscant. Really? Wow. Who would have thought they would have made this? Coruscant Dishware Incorporated. No, that's a good company. So, good job, dude. Play the ones, man. Play the ones.
Actually, you know what? There's probably like a little bit of food on there, and he just licks the plate.
So, going to, now movement goes to the place. Daro, your stripper runs forward and goes towards a door that says employees only. There's a bunch of other of the serving staff and girls of the, or Twi'leks of the evening are all running in there. And then coming out the door is going to be 2 humans in business casual kind of suits that definitely fit the description of security that are pushing the girls past them, kind of like, get the fuck in there, we can't handle dead hookers today, kind of stuff. So everyone else,
that waitress says hookers.
stop assigning them that poor vulgar job, will you?
You said hookers, not me.
Oh, okay, they're hookers. So let's see, what else? The 3 guys that Monte is trailing. Monte, you will notice that they go forward. The one guy who used the blaster is at a brisk, moving people out of the way. He's going to hit a door that says emergency exit, and he's going to go through that door. And the alarm does not go off as he goes through that door. Other 2 guys who are following him, both of them are looking around like they're, trying to see if they're being followed. And one guy, the guy on the left, is going to turn around and he's scanning the room, and he locks eyes right on you. He is looking deep into your soul like, I see you. Yeah, he's looking right at you. The other guy, he seems to, while he's looking around, trips over or runs into someone who is running, trips over them, falls flat on his face, and, there you go. He rolled a 1. So, Daro, you are next, sir.
I am going to try to go into the employees only room without a whole lot of effort. So when security guards push me aside, I'll stand behind the security guard.
If you have bluff, that might help. Well, you're not talking to him. You're just walking up and trying to kind of sneakily slide past these guys, which is really it's more of a move silently kind of thing. So it's just going to be a dex check for you. So you have a modifier of a 4, so roll a d20 and add 4 to that.
12.
Not unless I roll 1s, is that DC going to... I mean, the DC is obviously higher now, and I just want... See, guard number 1 is just all like, dude, no. He'll put up his hand, he'll physically put it on your chest, and he's just going to say, employees only. And another guy just steps in right next to him. They both don't let you go. They're just all like, no, sorry, dude.
I'd try.
Well, yeah. So if you tell them that you have to try, they're just like, yeah, front doors.
No, they're shooting back that way.
Right. That's why they're pointing at the front doors, which is the opposite way. He's just, the guy's just like, I got it, front door. Unless you want to do something else. I mean, I don't know how your character is. I'm saying there's still other stuff that would fit within your character's bounds. I don't know if you're into that kind of stuff, but
I think the next thing is to pull out 40 credits and be like, try to handle this a little more diplomatically.
why don't you roll it? Why don't you roll that diplomacy skill? Now you're trying to bribe the guy. That is definitely diplomacy. Go for it.
I rolled a 19.
Holy shit. You explain it in such a way with the 40 credits, the guy just goes like, enjoy yourself, sir.
The credit's got to be trying to make up hours. He whiz.
So you give him that, and they let you go through the employee only door, sir.
I'm safe.
That will be that turn. Udan, up to you, sir.
Drink my drink. There's nothing for me to do. I'm just going to drink my drink. I mean, if there's something coming towards me, then I'm going to stand up and get in his way. But, I mean, there's really nothing going on. I mean, if the cat wants to go chase after people that are not ours, go ahead. But really, all I'm going to be doing is drinking my water.
Why don't you make me a spot check?
A spot check?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, 13, so 19 total.
All you're going to know is that the Killiandra is no longer under the table. You don't know where she went. Yeah.
My water's right here.
You just mentioned her, so you're taking a drink. I assume at some point you look underneath the table like, is she okay? And she's gone. All right, fine. She's kind of good at her job, so that probably doesn't surprise you. You're like, well, bye.
Bye, Felicia.
Yeah. Other than that, not a shit is given, it sounds like.
No, not really.
Okay.
I have my water.
Krasscheck, watching everyone run off. He's going to make a spot check, which should be pretty hilarious. A 12. Yeah, he doesn't know. He just says she took off. So, yeah, Krasscheck is just going to sit there and drink with Udan. He'll look off to his right and he'll mutter, and Wookie's, Elis, you pussy, just sit up. And then he'll look over at Udan and, so what kind of leaves do you grow, or can you grow leaves, or
Yeah, I can grow leaves.
do they taste good, or I mean, is it like spicy leaves, or
I don't know. I don't eat myself.
I'm just wondering, man.
I didn't know.
Do you have leaves on you now?
I probably have a bit of it on my head. Oh my god. You're like a tree. I'm a tree.
Hey, they might be spicy. I don't know. Oh my gosh.
What?
I just rolled a D20 to see if I would like it. I rolled a 1, so he goes like, bleh! Yeah, you don't taste good at all.
Good. I want to be tasty.
Wow, that's bleh! Ugh. Dude, really? Woo! All right, you're not even worth tobacco products, dude. That's horrible. So, in summation, at the end of this round, we have someone tailing the guys, one dude bribing to get past everyone, a guy looking at the designer of the china, and two guys who just don't give a shit while one guy tries to eat the other. Does that sum it up?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds like it.
That's pretty spot on.
Oh my god. Next round. This is supposed to be done with by now, but we actually got people that are doing stuff, so this is kind of interesting. Killiandra, what we're doing? You have a guy that's looking right at you as apparently he's going to follow his buddy through the door, but he's, you've been spotted. He's looking right at you.
Oh, he picks up Captain Clutzy and goes through the door, gonna count to 10, and then get over there and see. Hey, he'd be asking for it, but she's gonna try. Can't knock that curiosity that, okay, this is what Dad said life was like. Really.
All right. So you're basically going to hold action and wait to see what he does.
Yep.
All right. Good enough. Ellis, what are you doing?
Just gonna kind of scoot, try to sit back up, still holding the plate ready to cover his face.
You heard what Crass told you, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he's probably just gonna glare at him. It's just like, I don't like you right now.
Yeah, when you sit up, when you sit up, that's about at that point is going to be Krasscheck was finishing off his beard. He'll as a free action, I'll look at you while you're scowling at him. He's just all like, "Don't eat the tree." He's not. Ooh, no, that's bad.
Did you at least ask for permission?
He's not a gummy bear tree or anything like that. Those are terrible.
Oh.
The hell did you think was gonna? You ate some of me. What the? I don't know. Thought maybe you might be like, cinnamon gummy bear tree or something.
A mint tree.
Yeah, mint
mint
tree.
tree.
I'd be like, damn, dude, you're pretty
I
good.
got your mint tree.
Freshens the breath. Nah, you're like shit tree is what you are. It tastes terrible. Back on Kashyyyk, we call those skunk trees. We don't eat those either. You're good. So
You want to leave?
Ah! Shit, here's 5 credits. Keep it in the pants. Oh my god.
Wearing pants. Just be more.
Okay, so in answer to you, Monte, the guy who did the shooting, he goes through the door and you see him go off to the left, out of your sight, obviously. The guy who stumbled stands up and kind of dusts himself off and looks around, kind of embarrassing like, and then he'll go through the door after the guy. The guy who's having the stare down with you, your dad taught you enough with your skills that you can definitely tell that as he's looking at you, he's got his hand inside of his nice little jacket lapel. He's got it tucked in there, like he's obviously has something in there. And while he is backing up towards the door, he's looking at you this whole time. You can definitely tell that he's trained as probably a bodyguard or someone who guards people and pays attention to stuff. He obviously. So as he's backing up through the door and he's looking at you, right before he closes the door, he's going to shake his head from side to side, just kind of telling you, you don't want to do this. Don't do it. And then he'll close the door behind him as he passes through it. You can take your action now if you'd like.
You wait until the second guy goes through the door, gets to the door, and then peeks out it. I mean, out it low, as in my knees are on the floor, or one knee.
Okay.
Does she hearing?
Well, wait, because it's going to take your action to move up there. Daro, your turn, sir.
Be right where I am.
You're basically in a entranceway that goes on the left side of you is like the kitchen. People are yelling, hey, there's been shots ringing out. Someone will be like, fucking again? Tell Dave that he's got to go deal with this shit. There is a tall... what am I going to make this guy? I'll just make it a human. I'm just going to pick on that race today. There's a tall human there, and he obviously looks like he's the manager, and he's telling people as there's Twi'leks are running past him, and he's ushering them down. He's like, get the girls into their rooms, kitchen, don't stop cooking. Just because there's someone shooting doesn't mean there ain't hungry people out there still want their food. Get to it, you dumbasses, and then he'll look at a guy who walks by with the plate, and he's like, hold on, let security deal with it, and then take the hors d'oeuvres, just back it up. Everyone's cool. It's not anything we haven't dealt with before. This guy seems, he's got his shit under control, and he's just kind of telling people, hey, you bitches, chill the hell out. Just wait a second. All the girls that, all the Twi'leks, they seem to go forward, a handful of meters, and then they turn off to the right through another set of double doors that look like they're padded, they're nice, they got windows on them, stuff like that. What would you like to do?
That's where I'm trying to go, but when this guy stops me, I'm not going to make a big deal about it and just kind of stand off to the side.
So you're going to stay here, or?
I'm going to try to go past. I'm going to try to finish my lap dance. I mean, it's very important to me at this point in time.
All right, so your goal is to go past them and go through that door with where the other Twi'leks are going. Okay, yeah, correct. He does not stop you. He doesn't really notice you. He's got too much going on. You can slide past him. You go into the doors. There are scantily clad Twi'leks that are going into separate rooms. If you want to try and spot the specific one that you paid for, you can roll for that if you'd like.
Sure.
Which again is it's a wisdom roll for you because you don't have.
I rolled a 1. Whichever one is.
You don't know where the hell she went. You lost her.
Yep.
So where do you go?
I am fine staying here until things calm down.
Okay, so you're just standing there making it look like you belong there. You're like, what's up? Yep. Good enough. There's no one that's bothers you or anything. You're just all like, I'm standing here like I look like I belong here. Good enough. Udan, what about you?
Frank,
Okay.
look around.
The only thing you're going to notice is that there is now about 3 guys. There's going to be 2 humans and a Transdoshan that are obviously dressed as security. They all 3 have pistols. They have them out. They're drawn. They're pointing them at the ground while they're looking around for doing a sweep of the area, basically.
Huh?
Yeah. You're just all like, and here they come. So,
Yeah. Slurp, 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 hug.
cool. Krasscheck's right there, and he's just all like, he's looking. You'll actually, well, the 2 of you, Nick and Brandon both, you'll hear Krasscheck murmur off the make and model numbers of the 3 pistols that they're carrying as he's all like, oh, those are pretty nice. He's just gonna tag those along while he takes a drink and finishes off his beer. Now he's just kind of looking around like, did all the serving chicks take off? I'd like a refill. That's
Refill.
yeah, he's just all like, I'd like another one, So back up to the top. Monte, what do you do?
Well, like I said, basically she waited. He's at the door, waits to a count of 10, then stays low at the door, expecting to hear something drive off or movement. Curious. That's as far as she goes, so she understands.
Okay. Like you said, you have to crack the door open. You said you're staying low. You want to see what's going on, basically, right?
Yep.
Okay. Ooh. All right. So when you do that, you immediately hear a blaster shot go off. It's going to hit the door, and it's actually going to hit that door rather low in the frame and where the door is, enough that your hand is going to take 1 point of energy blaster damage.
At least it wasn't your face.
Right.
Yeah, how many times you took one in the face?
That just tells her what she needs to know.
Yeah.
That's like, okay, armor, weapon, got it. Next time around.
Yeah, you go to open up that door, and I mean, your character is sneaky and intelligent enough that you realize that it had to have been that guy, and he was just all like, I told you. So when he does that shot, you probably let go of the door and let it close, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, certainly. But she's satisfied her curiosity, and she also got she got an injured hand, you got a rush from it, too.
Well, not an injured hand. It's just a point of vitality. It's not a wound at all. So you basically got a powder burn blaster wise on the palm of your hand, kind of when you're sticking it out. You're like, blow! You're like, ooh, that guy had. I mean,
like I said, she got a rush from it,
and you know that shot was expertly timed and placed. Whether or not he meant to hurt you, you don't know, but he knew exactly that, yeah, someone was going to come through that door low. So he is obviously trained. So you're just like, and maybe in the back of your mind, there's an alarm that goes like, don't follow him. Elis is up next, and he had put out that he was just going to hang out with us, basically, and just, be nervous and drink his drink, trying to act cool with the rest of us. Basically, we're out of combat unless anyone's going to do anything about, anything that happened. It sounded like the only person that would do anything is going to be Monty's character, but the rest of us, the rest of us at the table are getting drinks. Security will just kind of, take care of stuff, and then, one of the human security guards is going to put his pistol away and go by the tables. They're going to rope the area off. They're actually going to ask us to move to another table, and they're going to compass all a drink. They're going to take a drink off of our tab for moving us a table down if we want to stay, which Crass is just all like, I don't see any reason why I need to leave. Give me a drink. So
yeah. As far as she's concerned, when they get to her, she's like, they went that way. Point out the door.
Okay, yeah, security's going to go with them, and they might notice that the door got shot, but no one really comes over to you and asks you what had happened or anything like that. So
Then she just all smiles going back to the table then.
All right. Yeah, when you come back, Krasscheck will be there. He'll hold up a beer to you, going like, hey, there she is. What's going on, girl? Where'd you disappear to?
Followed the lead, back pretty close. On a little bit, but yeah, that was fun. That was actually a lot of fun.
Okay. Yeah. Daro, what about you? What do you do, man?
I try, but after things calm down, the girls start going back out. I'll follow them back out and look for my people at the old table and be a little surprised when they're not there anymore.
Well, actually, before you get to the old table, you'll run into us, and we'll yell out and say, hey, Daryl, there you are. Come here. Come on over. We got moved.
Free drink.
He left. I was gonna be like, do we have to pay for the other table? I mean,
They're giving us a 1-drink comp. We still have to pay for the food. Or you have to pay
So
for
he
the
says
food.
that. So the Wookiee says that they're going to pay for our drinks and stuff like that. So we're cool.
So yeah, if we hang out after about 10 or so minutes, the music will start up. The girls start coming back out. You get Daryl gets the exact same girl from previous who comes up to you and asks if she can resume your attention.
yes.
Yes. Considering you took off with my credits, or did you pay her yet?
Always pay after.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, you get your lap dance off on the side. You'll get proposal that for 100 credits, she'll do a private dance for you in one of the back rooms if you'd like.
I've seen them. They're not great.
Oh, wow! God damn!
Yeah. Harsh and hardcore. All right.
Damn!
Might as well just flip her off right there.
All right, so that'll be it. We just have a good time until you guys want to leave. Nothing else is going to happen. All right?
All right.
Krasscheck is, he had the one beer, then he had a good beer, and then he had a refill of a good beer. And if no one's going to stop him, he will easily have a fourth beer. I don't know if anyone's playing on beer duty, but Krasscheck does like his alcohol. If he has that fourth one, he's going to be feeling pretty good when it's time to leave. He'd be like, yup, this is good.
I got you.
I'm sure there's a couple of times where everyone at our table has to do this because I'm unfortunately going to have to relieve some. Well, you know what? No, because we're in the open. I'll wait to get up and go to the restroom and let it go in the restroom and then watch people come out of the restroom going like, oh my God, that Wookiee needs help.
You're going to get some methane breather that comes out. Yeah.
He actually takes off his atmospheric processor. Yeah, right on, Wookiee. High five. Damn, dude.
It's not right.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to stink the place up. I'm not that. I don't play my character this way. He's actually a pretty wholesome guy. So he's just like, hey guys, I'll be back. I'm going to go to the restroom. I wouldn't follow me in there if I was you guys. So wait a few minutes. Come back.
A pack of Kurdoks that follow you every time you go in there.
Yeah.
What is it? Zarbrox. Oh, sorry. Zarbrox. The methane breathers.
Yeah. We like it when the Wookiee walks in there.
Right? We love that shit like an addiction, cocaine.
Right on. So you're going to basically just spend all the credits on that one credit shit, and after extra drinks from everyone, your lap dance, stuff like that, maybe 120 extra on top of it?
Yeah.
Does that sound reasonable?
Yes, it does.
Okay, cool. Spend it. We all go. Wookiee's pretty happy, though. Krasscheck is going to be just all like, that was great. I had a great time. You guys are awesome. Hugging the tree and Elis, like, Wookiee armpit noogies. I love you guys. Elis will bitch about his messing up his clothes. The tree doesn't, whip out a lightsaber and let me on fire or anything, does he?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not a lightsaber. I can't have one.
I'm just saying.
That would be cool, though.
Nothing says that you can't be trained later and take Jedi levels. You're already force trained, so.
I know. I think about it.
Guardian or counselor?
Guardian.
Think so? Think your character is the gung ho type? I don't know. You kind of strike me as a Jedi counselor. They can get pretty powerful too. They're just not as combat.
Well, a lot of my background kind of pointed me towards the counselor, but I was trying to gear this guy towards a melee junkie.
Oh yeah. Well, there you go.
Oh yeah. 9 foot tall or 9.5 meter tall tree with a
power attack
weapon. Oh my god, dude! I can hit people like 8 meters away.
With power attack, right?
I was gonna go spring attack.
Here it comes, bitches.
Right, because when I hit 9.5, my movement goes down. So spring attack, I could just right into melee and
there you
bam.
go. That's cool. Yeah, work it, big guy. Work it. All right.
We don't really have a melee character in our group.
I have martial arts, but I'm not basing my character off of melee. It's just more of, at least I can fight and throw people if I have to. So.
Right. I have no weapon proficiency in guns, so I'm melee.
Yeah, sounds fine. If you ever want to take a level soldier, though, it's not hard. We have a soldier in here who can show you everything, and you can take a level of soldier. It's not hard.
Depends on how high we get.
Yeah. Multi-classing in Star Wars is highly encouraged. They want you to do it, so it's actually kind of easy. As long as you're not trying to do something like completely opposite of what one of your classes or whatnot, you know? Trying to say, oh, I'm
a scoundrel.
Right. I'm a scoundrel, and now I got trained to be a Sith Lord. Like, what? Hold on a minute. Where'd the Force powers come from and shit? You know, it's got to be Force trained and do the Jedi thing before that.
Right.
Lance, I really loved what you put in your background about that Sith Lord guy. It was all like, yeah, he read a holocron cube, and now he runs his own planet, and I just go, leave him there. What are you going to do? I mean, just...
I can argue too much. I mean...
He's a guy. Like, I know a guy, but do I want to call him? I think he's got to be pretty dicey for me to dial that number.
Yeah.
Daro, I've been waiting to hear from you, my friend. Where are you? Uh-oh.
Not there.
We'll get some information. We'll get the information. I'm not sure you're going to want the answer, but we'll get you the information.
At this point, we're just heading back to the ship, right? Monte, you good? Is there anything you want to do, or?
Beyond that, get a nice pack for my hand. That's about it. Riding the high she's had.
Yeah. Are you going to tell us what happened, or does it ever come up?
Anybody asks, she'll happily tell them.
Nah, I wouldn't notice, so don't look at my character. He's too drunk. Would anyone else ask or give a crap or anything?
I'm not.
Okay, good enough. Unless you're gonna run home with anyone, or are you just gonna go with us back to the ship then, Monte? Or
getting back to the ship. Haven't found anybody that she feels is worth it.
Well, you haven't really looked either, but yeah, I mean,
You see, that's why she ain't looked yet.
Cool. So we'll just head back to the ship. We probably took the equivalent of an Uber or something to get here. None of us. The only vehicle we have is my speeder, and it only fits 2 people. So I don't think we all kind of took my speeder.
Nah, I figured it was an Uber.
Yeah. So.
Or walking.
Yeah, we'll go back to the spaceport. When we get back to the main access doors to the spaceport, instead of you normally, Daro, putting in, your access key, your physical access key and putting in your code, when you get up to your door, it just opens. It just beeps and opens.
Pretty sure I locked that.
Yeah, you're like,
there's some code someone didn't tell you about around the door.
I'll be the polite host and let the lady in first.
Oh, wow. Well, ladies first.
She saunters in, doesn't even click until she gets on the 4th step. Then she realizes, wait a minute.
Yeah. I'd roll a wisdom check for my Wookie, but I'm currently at a penalty for probably being a little tipsy, so it's just like, it's great.
Do I need to hold you up?
No, you couldn't hold me up.
I can.
Well, yeah. Yeah, you're right. I forgot. You're like, I can turn into a big tree. I can be a treant if you want.
Bury your ass. So you're not.
You won't fit in the spaceport, but...
So do we need to get you a table for your room? I noticed you were getting a little comfortable with the one back there. I'm not sure how this whole thing works. I'm just trying to be polite.
Getting a little mahogany? Is that what you're doing? Getting a little... Yeah, you are. So that's why that log has so many knots in it, huh?
Yes.
Bitch, got you figured out. All right. So, yeah, so...
After a moment, if we don't hear blaster fire, I'll follow in.
Yeah, no, you won't hear blaster fire. You go in the main access storage, which opens up to basically the bay where your ship is housed at. These are not bays where you can just take off and leave at your whim. They actually have them closed. Daro, what you will immediately recognize is standing at the base of your ship, the ramp that comes down, which, yes, you locked your ship. I have no problem with that. There are 3 individuals standing there outside your ship waiting for you. One of them is a Duros male who's dressed rather nicely. And then behind him, he has 2 Rhodians that are kind of dressed like thugs. The Duros, you went to school with this asshole. And yes, he's an asshole. You and him don't get along. His name is Yakin. Yakken. Yakin. He's a noble, and he's from a different family that your family tends to go back and forth with their family about certain trades and bids and how things were unfair. You guys have both screwed each other over looking, getting the right bids and stuff like that through the family business, obviously. So, your dad and the head family doesn't get along like at all. So you and Yakin is this guy's also his oldest son, and you're pretty much their only child from what I saw.
I thought I was a third son.
Oh,
third
did
prince.
you? Okay, well,
I'm the useless one.
Yeah, you and this guy both had some courses together in college for business and stuff, and you weren't feeling it with the Duros way of hostile takeover and how the Duros do business. They really like chicks with pink lightsabers, and they like this thing about put them on the glass. It's all kind of suspect.
Wow. Really?
Is
the second cousin place removed?
It might be. It might be.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to frame those damn things on that window.
Just before she turns Sith, I got to knock the boots off of it. It's all right. Oki feels like he got the prize of the day when it came to that exchange, so his girlfriend at least knows how to dance on a pole.
Yeah, more ways than one.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, you seeing him at the base of your ship just can't be good news, dude. So in short, this guy's an asshole. You never got along with him. So him being here just has to spell trouble.
All right. I'm going to turn around and look at the Wookiee and go, we might be in for some trouble. Kind of like making that little low, little quiet there, but failing at it miserably. Turning back around.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, my friend. How are you today?
Okay. He walks forward and he's just all like, "You asshole, don't talk to me like that. Go fuck yourself." Who's the dumb, stupid son of a bitch that you conned into actually buying this?
Now, why do you gotta be so difficult on this?
The Wookiee says hi.
I know you don't think that very highly of me as your friend, but I've always been upfront and honest with the fact that I think you need to be split down the middle.
I think you need to be split down the middle. Oh my goodness. Let me look up a skill that I'm probably going to be using here in just a second with my Wookiee. It's called Intimidation. I'm very good at it. I made sure that I was going to be good at Intimidation. I think I can scare the shit out of people if I roll well. Oh, yeah, I can try and force them to leave and stuff like that. So, full round action. Good enough. All right, cool. Monte, anything from you while they are verbally sparring with each other?
She's going to stay quiet for a minute and observe and look for weak points.
I said there's 2 Rhodians who are obviously his muscle. And they look like that they are probably wearing some form of light armor, and they have these long kind of light duster sort of jackets, and stuff, and they're obviously kind of bulky underneath it. You can tell that they at least have pistols on them, if not rifles at their back.
What she's looking for is she's going through her head and knowledge alien species, trying to remember where the points are in their bodies that will hurt them the most.
Good enough. All right, so Daro, you just told him that fantastic information, and he's just all like, likewise, I'm sure. This is not something that we're going to have a debate about. You're either going to front up credits that your family owes me for the last dealings, or that becomes mine. You can just sign it over right now.
Wait, now. Exactly which dealing are you referring to? Is it the one where we got the better of you on that livestock shipment? Or is it that one where we got the better of you on that spice shipment? Or is it the fact that you're here now because you got your asses kicked last time you brought this around? I want to make sure I got it right for the books.
Krasscheck is going to lead into Udan and go, spice shipment? It's like, son of a bitch. The fuck did I get myself into?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. So he's just like, you bringing up all the previous ones just doesn't help your case whatsoever.
You want more of a list? All right. How many times do I got to tell you my family's been kicking yours?
He pulls out a data pad, brings up holocron that's got holocron. He brings up a holographic image. It does a little projection on there. You know, you rich bastards all have the fancy shit. And he brings up, and there's a bar. It's a container. It's a jail cell, basically, that houses a mixture of Celestian slaves and Twi'lek slaves. And so he holds it up, and you immediately go like, oh, yeah, we kind of stole those from them. You know, your dad set this thing up. It was all like, yeah, I put in fake papers that they made the bid for, and they ended up bidding on, you know, a metric ton of shredded paper, and we swapped them and, you know, took the slaves for ourselves, and we sold it all, made a pretty hefty amount of money while a metric ton of shredded paper got delivered to this family's warehouse. So, you know, your dad was pretty shrewd about that. He's a pretty cunning guy.
So that's the you're talking about that shipment, huh? I understand you guys bid quite a bit for a bunch of paper. I don't know why, but we got this fair and square. Paperwork matches. If you didn't like it, you should take it up with the auction house and, maybe read the fine print on the documents you sign.
Man, dude, you need the skill bluff really bad, dude. I mean, that would be perfect for you.
I think that was cross class.
Oh, yeah, probably, but bluff for you would be great. But so yeah, you are telling him. What was that? Say again, Monte. We missed that.
That's not the character guy. Invest in a cross class. Mm-hmm. It's worth it. Not regretted it since.
Yeah, but your cross class turned into a class skill because of your background. So, but yeah.
That's the problem between your father and my father. What's the issue between you and me?
Everything is.
Here I am coming back from a nice night out, and you got to bring in muscle.
Which, yeah, okay. At that point, then Krasscheck is just going to start by like, you know, when she's just all, you know, this guy's like, I heard that you were hiring a crew to go run around, but you don't have a job, do you? You never have a job. You have to rely on other people to do your work for you. So you got nothing to pay these guys. Hey guys, you know, and he reaches in, he produces a credit sheet, and he's all like, I will buy each and every one of you for 500 credits each right here, right now. I have money. This piece of crap don't. And he's not going to, because he doesn't have a job. He doesn't know what he's doing. So why don't you guys jump in with someone who knows what they're doing? I have enough money to hire these guys. I have enough money to hire these guys. Who wants to step up and get some of these credits?
I'll turn and look at my eyes, or look at the people. Up to you guys.
All right, we'll go.
I'm good here. I don't get it.
Yeah. So the tree. All right. So, Udan, you state that. I'm good here. I don't need it.
Yeah.
Monte, what does Killiandra say?
He actually starts to giggle and says, 500. He's going to laugh in his face. And I mean laugh in his face.
I'm pretty sure Elis is he's going to kind of follow suit with everyone else, and I'm just going to say that due to the stuff that he has on his character sheet, he's got a very high thing for friends, and he's pretty honorable. So based off of that, I will rule that he doesn't say anything. He's just kind of in the back, shaking his head from side to side like, yeah, right. Now, Krasscheck, on the other hand, is just going to kind of shrug his shoulders and giggle, and now I'm going to roll an intimidation, because he's going to get a serious look on his face, and I'm going to roll intimidate as Krasscheck is going to yell out in Wookie, basically. It has to, but he's going to just yell out, "Fuck off," and he's going to try and do it as menacing as possible. He has a +10 to his intimidate. I would really like to. And the DC is 10 plus the level of the guys that are against us, and they're all level 1s. The other two are level 1 thugs, and this guy's a level 1 noble, because he's just a kid, just like Daro is, basically. Yeah, the DC is typically 10 plus the target's level. And all I'm trying to do is just doing my force of will and imposing my body language and stuff to make them back down, basically. I want them to leave. I'm just all like, fuck off. All right, let's see how bad. Now I'm going to roll a 1. This is going to be awesome. And I got a 16 on the die. So a total of a 26. All right, the two Rhodians have this shit look on their face, and they immediately just turn and book without any regard for saying anything. Just they both just turn and book it, just all like, and bye boss, see you later kind of thing. He's a noble. He still failed it. He's gonna make a willpower check to see if he can't stand his ground, just because I would give that same thing to any sort of class. Anyone's got a class. So he's going to make a willpower saving throw. The DC is going to be basically what I rolled, so he needs a DC at 26. Willpower is like what the nobles go off of. That's their... And he's going... Oh, gosh. He gets a 5, so he gets a total of a 10. I gave him a +5. I was being generous. So he gets a 10. Maybe to your surprise, he doesn't run. He just stands there and his body locks up, and you can see little tears forming in his face, and he's just standing there trembling now. After it's all said and done, and Krasscheck will straighten back up and just put his big old arms in front of him and just go like, "Humph."
I'm gonna go stand up, walk up to him, walk behind him, go, "Don't worry, buddy, I got your back. I'm right here for you. See, this is what kind of friends we are."
I know he wasn't trying to scare any of you guys, but, you know...
I'm going to go till you can. Like, I'm going behind the...
The DC was actually high enough to scare the shit out of any of us, but I'm not going to impose that on you guys. He wasn't trying to do that. But still, just the force of it makes your characters at least go like, oh, all right, that was enough of that. Holy shit, you know. Play it as you will. I'm just saying it was a good roll. I like the roll. So the DC was actually pretty high.
I'm definitely going to be taking a step towards Yakin, kind of getting behind Yakin, because that scared the crap out of me. And it's going to be like, I know that you're still working for your parents. I'm kind of doing this a little more on my own, and I'm not being a little bit over my head, as you can probably see right now. But if you want, I'll stand right here, right behind you, while you go tell him what is.
You just go, you feel fine telling him what for. Okay, all right. Udan, anything? Udan, you want to add anything? Anything from you, sir?
No, I'm pretty good right where I'm at.
The tree's all like, that was a good response. Fuck off. That always works. Look at him run. Those two guys bolted. I think one of them shit himself on the way out.
Okay, then, yes.
All right. Monte, anything from Killiandra at all?
Well, she's going to basically slowly, she'll kill the laughter of looking at him with the, that's not enough to buy me a new pair of shoes.
Is he still holding the credit chits out in his hand?
It's a good question. Let's make a roll for that. Why don't we? Reflex save. He's kind of stunned. He's kind of just like in bewilderment of what just happened and how mad that Wookie just got really quick. No, it's on the ground. I rolled a 2. That's a total of a 4. He was just all like, "Hey guys, I roar." No, it fell to the ground. So his responses, it'll be like trying not to just bust in tears, but it's obvious that he's, the Wookiee who's within arm's reach. And I'm imposing that whole body force of will it requires for him to get a little close. So yeah, there was just all like, "Fuck off," which sounds like a big old growl, of course. And this he's just all like, I don't have anything to say to him. You'll be hearing from my dad.
You got to go talk to your dad right away? This isn't just between you and me anymore? I
rolled another willpower save. I just got a 1. He's like, "I want my mommy." Oh, boy.
I'm so tempted just to walk up, pat him on the head, and walk into the ship like he doesn't exist.
Yeah.
In fact, she will. And just goes into the ship. It's like,
Yep, okay. So Killiandra just walks past him, pats him, and goes on the ship. Krasscheck will stay outside, and he'll just go, and he's just going to go, "Damn." Which to you just sounds like he growled something. But Udan, anything from you, sir, or are you still staying out here with us?
Yeah, there's not really much I'm going to do. I mean, we've pretty much got it handled at this point.
Cool. Yeah, like I said, she pats him on the head and she walks off.
before she goes, like, hold on, you forgot something. He dropped you a tip.
Oh, you're going to just mention it, are we?
Yeah, I started to say, do you get attention?
Yeah. Killiandra, hold on.
Okay. You'll have turn. Look at you.
I believe he offered everyone some money to work for him. I think this has worked really well.
She's going to walk over, pick it up, fairly confident on her other face that he may have pissed his pants. To pick it up, gently open his pants, drop it in, and look at him and say, "I don't take lunch from children."
Oh, damn. Okay. Krasscheck is going to be like, "I would have taken it. I'm broke, but all right, fine." He's like, I ain't going to go get it. This guy, Yakin doesn't say anything. He's just sitting there, and he's just, those, his cheeks, wet. Just wet, dude. He's just, went better than I thought it was going to, but all right.
No, it didn't. Monty should have picked the money up. We needed the money.
That's when you have the Wookiee grab him, flip him upside down, and shake real hard.
That's assault. But anyway.
Depending on who you talk to.
Yeah.
As long as he puts him back up the right way when he's done.
After all that, he finally realized that he just called out he wants his mommy. He's just all like tries to muster up the best. You'll see.
It's at that.
You'll see.
It's at that point in time to pull out the little the communicator and be all like, "Hold that expression just for 1 second."
I just want to capture the moment. And when you go to do that, he's going to try and turn around briskly and just kind of very stiffly just walk off.
If your family has a problem with my family, take it through channels. If you got a problem with me, call for your mama.
Krasscheck is going to nudge Udan and say, and he'll say, "Hey, tell Daro that guy's a real pussy." And then he'll walk past Daro, put his big old hand on shoulder and just kind of give it a playful shove and just kind of, while nodding, walking up the ramp.
So the Wookiee says that guy was a pussy. Just thought I'd let you know.
I really hope we could have kept that 2,500 credits. Could have been useful.
At a point, yeah. Apparently, to Killiandra, it wasn't worth it. Krasscheck gets up on the ship. He's gonna growl out towards Killiandra. He's gonna be like, "Hey, Killiandra."
Leans around the corner and growls back. What? Hey, Wookie.
Damn, girl, we really could have used that money, but what you did was pretty damn funny. All right, good job.
He was a child. Just trust me. If he brings back real money, I'll let you know.
Good enough. Next time we go out, you might want to. He's gonna make a motion to to himself in the chest area. He's like, you might want to cover up like, maybe more than 50% instead of like the 30% that you're showing right now. That's covered. Just saying.
Hey, I got a discount getting in. What can I say?
I got nothing. Just saying. Good enough. Back to the ship. What else? You guys coming back up into the ship then, or all right? Elis will just follow up into the ship. That will be. Elis won't have anything to say. He'll just go behind Krasscheck, basically.
I will contact my family and let them know what happened.
All right, just send a
with pictures.
send a message. Well, that's pretty much all I had planned for today, guys. That's going to be it for Psycho Squad Gaming Club for our Star Wars group. We appreciate you guys listening in. Thank you very much. Give us a thumbs up if you like it. We'll be continuing on with more storylines and more, like I like to say, more dumbassery that comes from our group. I'm just as guilty though, but all of us are. But everyone listening in, we really appreciate it. Psycho Squad Gaming Club is out. Thank you.